And welcome back, everyone. In this tutorial we're going to load the background images of our character. If you're confused as to why my Blender scene looks like this, refer to the other tutorial where I explained the themes and such you can choose in Blender, and also the basics of what you'll need to know. So, first thing I'm going to do, 5 on the number pad to get out of perspective view, hit 1 on the number pad to go into the front view, and we have a very flat cube here. So we're going to ignore the cube for now, and we're going to hit N on the keyboard to bring up our properties menu here, and we're going to scroll down to where we see background images. We're going to check that box and then expand it, and then we're going to go to add image. Now find wherever you saved your background images. Once you click add image, go to open. I have them saved in the folder here, and we're going to load this first image, which is similar front view. Now we're going to scroll down on the panel that we opened up, and we have a few options here. We're going to expand this so that you can see what all the options are. Okay, so we have the opacity, we have back and front, we have stretch, fit, crop, we have X, Y, flip horizontally, flip vertically, rotation, and size. First thing we want to do is click front. So now our image, when we hit 1, it'll be like our image is placed directly in front of the cube. Next, we want to change the X to 0.079. Alright. Next, we're going to change the Y to 1.5. Alright. Next, we're going to change the size from 10 to 3. Now what that did is it aligned the image in the front view so that it's as centered as possible. Now you see that the face isn't lined up with the rest of the body, and that's alright, because we're going to be loading separate face images when we get to making the face. So that's the front image right there. Now we need to change this from all views to front, because currently if I hit 3 on the number pad, you still see the front. However, 3 is the right view, and we want to be able to only see the right side of the image, not the front. You know, we hit 7, we can still see the front. We hit 1, we still see the front. So we're going to change this from all views to front. So now if I hit 3 on the number pad, you don't see it, but if I hit 1, you do. Now we're going to add another image, so click add image again, go to open, go to wherever you saved your images. So here's the second image that we need. So first things first, change it to front. Don't change anything on the X. Change the Y to 0.275. And change the size to 0.56. And now you'll see that the side view is lined up with the front view. Zoom in. Let me turn the opacity up just so that you can see it. So you see the side view is lined up with the front view fairly nicely, actually. And so now we want to change this from all views to right. So we have our front view here. But if we hit 3, now we have the side view. 1, 3. And that's very handy when we're changing views, so we don't have to worry about our images, because they're already, set. They're already set up. Now, next thing we're going to do is load the face images. I'm doing all the images in one tutorial. We're not going to be focusing on the face when we get started modeling. However, it's good to have it aligned with the rest of the body so that when we do start the face, it's not, bigger than the body or anything like that. So we're going to go up to add image again, scroll down, go to open, go to wherever you have your images saved, and we're going to load this last image. Now this is the face. These are the face images right here. So first we change this from, so scroll down, change this from back to front. and then we change the X from 0 to negative 0.3. Next we change the Y to 4.8, and then we change the size to 1.1. So that's the front image right there. So the front image is actually lined up perfectly with the center. If we turn off this picture here, you see the face now is perfectly lined up with the x-axis here, so we don't have to. Alright, this is actually the z-axis, but it splits it in the middle, so we don't have to worry about not being able to follow the face because it's aligned perfectly with that. That's why I didn't bother it with the full body picture. The only thing that mattered with the full body picture was the body. Alright, so we've done all that. Now we can make this invisible. To make a picture invisible, just hit this eye icon here. Just click it, and there we go. Now we want to add the same image again. So go to open. There we go. Now, the settings for this image. The X is 0.25. The Y is 4.8. And the size is 1.1. So now you see it's lined up with the side. If I hit the side, there we go, you can see the face is lined up with the side view. Alright, so now let's turn back on this other face just so that we can so I can give you a sense of what we're working with here. So, and don't forget, in the front face, change this from all views to front, and then change this last one from all views to right. So we have the front view of the face and we have the side view. And if just for temporary purposes, if I change this to all views, you can see that the images are aligned. So you don't have to worry about realigning them or anything like that. The images are already lined up in terms of the face. So we won't have much distortion here. We might have a little, but not a lot. You'll still be able to tell it's that character. So change that to front, turn the eyes off for these, and turn the eyes back on for these. Now, because we're not using these, we don't want to see these settings every time we go over here to the background images. So just hit this white arrow to close these boxes. And we're going to leave these open in case we want to change some of the settings in here for a later date. So with that settled, in the next tutorial we're going to start box modeling his body to get the proportions right and get him ready for sculpting.